This is my Olympic keepsake box.
In 1996, Danvers native Jimmy Pedro won bronze for judo in Atlanta.
This is the judo insignia.
That same year, Pedro's Judo Center, currently located in Wakefield, was born. Since then, the school has produced 4 medalists in the last 5 Olympic Games, including Ronda Rousey in 2008 and Kayla Harrison in 2012.
Not only did she win our first gold, but she repeated as Olympic champion in 2016.
In Tokyo 2021, the school will be represented by Kalita Stevens, a Canadian 2-time Olympian who was once ranked #1 in the world.
For me, it's always been about reaching my highest potential. In the 3rd grade, I used to train for the Olympics at recess.
The man tasked with helping Kalita's 3rd grade dream come true is no stranger to the Olympic podium. Meet 2016 judo silver medalist Travis Stevens.
It just feels right. Maybe I missed my calling.
Kalita says Stevens is both a great coach and great life partner. The two are married in June 2020. This got us thinking, what better way to get to know 2 fierce competitors than with a friendly competition? Let's begin the Chronicle Newlywed Game. Travis, how would Kalita answer this? When I fly to Tokyo, they can lose my luggage as long as I have my
cutting weight gear.
The sauna suit.
Now, Kalita, answer for Travis. Tokyo will be great, but my dream trip would be
Home.
If I could compete in a different Olympic event, it would be
Hockey.
If I could face off against anyone, I'd choose
Jimmy.
No. Yamashita.
Yamashita, wow.
Go big or go home. He's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He won the LA Olympics with a broken ankle.
Travis takes this match, but Tokyo will be Kalita's chance to shine.
Is it hard to train your wife?
It's probably easier than most people would think because she's already dedicated. It's not like I'm requiring her to do anything she doesn't want to do.
Apparently, Olympians don't need a lot of external motivation to get them in the game, but deciding when to stop may be a bit harder.
I weighed the options of being able to play in the yard with my kids or do another Olympic Games and possibly be too broken to throw a football in the yard.
Kalita says 2021 will be her last Olympics before settling down to make judo babies. And she's looking for gold.
What do you need to do in Japan in 2021 to be able to step away without any regrets?
I think I'm doing it every single day.
Another Olympian putting in the work is 2016 silver medalist rower Jevy Stone.
Bringing something back that's tangible, that shows that experience to other people is the best.
I caught up with her here on the banks of the Charles at the Cambridge Boat Club.
There's nothing as rewarding as racing the best in your field on the world's biggest stage for your country.
Though Stone is the daughter of 2 Olympic rowers, rowing wasn't her first choice.
I wanted to play lacrosse, and I told myself that if I made varsity, that I would keep playing lacrosse, and if I didn't, I would switch to rowing, and it's probably the best cut that ever happened to me, because I didn't make varsity.
That choice paid off quickly with a national title in her first season. Having caught the bug, Stone continued to grow and improve, putting the brakes on a budding career in medicine 3 times to train full-time for the Olympics.
My med school classmates have been attending positions for a while.
Well, they don't get to be Olympians.
Laughter aside, the delayed Olympics will have an impact on Jevy's medical career.
I was really excited to start residency again, and I'm in a relationship, I have a puppy, I'm ready for the next stage of life.
But not just yet.
What is it that you love most about being out on the water?
On a good day when the water is flat, it really does feel like you're flying.
And what would it feel like to fly back onto the medal podium in Tokyo?
People say their wedding day is the best day of their life. I'm sorry in advance because I don't think it's gonna be able to top the Olympic podium.
Jevy Stone will have just 1 week to return to her medical residency after the 2021 Olympics. There are limits to time off allowed during residency, and if there are any more delays, she could have to start from the beginning. Technically, Stone hasn't qualified for the Tokyo Games yet. Her Olympic trials were canceled, but all expectations are that she will make the team. Up next, catching up with Special Olympians.